Are you running mobile app campaigns and worried you're not seeing every conversion? I'm Dan from HilltopAds, and today I'll show you how to connect HilltopAds with the Adjust tracker using server-to-server postbacks. By the end of this video, you'll have a rock-solid link between HilltopAds and Adjust. So every app install and even in-app event is tracked in real time, giving you a clear path to higher ROI. It sounds technical, but don't worry, it's simpler than it seems. Let's dive in. Adjust is a mobile app attribution platform. It helps you understand which ads drive installs and what users do inside your app, so you can optimize with real data. Everything starts on the Adjust side. First, log into your Adjust dashboard and navigate to your list of apps. In Adjust's menu, go to App View, Apps. Select the app you want to track and you'll see an app token, a unique code for that app. Copy that token. Now take Adjust's base tracking URL and replace your app token with the token you just copied. For example, if your token is ABC123, your Adjust clicking URL will look like this. This URL is essentially your Adjust tracking link for clicks. Save this URL. You'll need it in a moment. Why do this? This Adjust click URL is what users will actually click through when they see your ad. It allows Adjust to attribute the click to your app and later match it with the install on other conversion. Next, let's grab your HilltopAds Postback URL, sometimes called the conversion tracking link. Log into your HilltopAds advertiser account and go to the Trackers tab on your dashboard. In the Trackers section, usually under Setup Tracking, you'll find your unique postback URL provided by HilltopAds. Copy this URL as shown in your account. This postback URL is what allows Adjust to send conversion data back to HilltopAds. In other words, when someone installs your app or completes an event, Adjust will ping this URL to notify HilltopAds of the conversion. The link actually includes all the required placeholders HilltopAds needs, such as the conversion ID, token, C-token, and your advertiser ID, so HilltopAds can record the event properly. Under the hood, HilltopAds also supports passing extra details like country, campaign ID, ad ID, and more if you include those in the URL. But don't worry, the default postback link from your account has all the essentials and required parameters built in. Now, when your Adjust click URL from step 1 and HilltopAds postback URL from step 2 in hand, we're ready to connect them in Adjust. Now we'll plug those pieces into Adjust system. Adjust has a partners tool, an integration setup wizard to help encode postback URLs into your tracking link. Here's what to do. In your Adjust dashboard, open the Adjust Partners setup. Choose HilltopAds as the partner if prompted. Paste your Adjust click URL, the one you built in step 1, into the tool as the base tracking link. Find the field for install callback URL. This is where you tell Adjust where to send conversion pings. Paste your HilltopAds postback URL into the install callback field. This tells Adjust whenever an install or app download is recorded, call this HilltopAds URL to report it. We're using the install callback for tracking app installs. If you only care about installs, that's all you need to do here. After pasting the URLs, scroll down to let Adjust work its magic. Adjust will automatically generate a final tracking URL that includes the encoded callback parameters. This final URL is essentially your Adjust click URL with some extra data appended so that it knows to send a postback to HilltopAds. Copy the generated tracking link and keep it handy. This is the link you will use as the final destination URL when you create your campaign on HilltopAds. It is the bridge connecting HilltopAds and Adjust. When users click your ad, they'll go through this Adjust link, and Adjust will handle tracking and firing the postback to HilltopAds for each conversion. Quick note, we use the install callback for installs. If you also want to track other events like registrations or purchases, Adjust can generate additional callbacks, and we'll cover that next in the optional step. So far we have set up tracking for app installs, but if you also want to track in-app events like a sign-up, a purchase, or any other key action inside the app, Adjust can send these events back to HilltopAds as well. This step is optional, but it gives you deeper insight and helps you optimize faster. Here's the idea. In Adjust, you create an event token for each event you want to track. Then you add a callback for that event, just like you did for installs. To create an event token, open your Adjust dashboard, go to App View, open Apps, select your app, and then open Events. Click Add Event, give the event a clear name, for example, registration, and set the options you need. If you only want to count it once per user, you can mark it as Unique Event. Save it, and Adjust will generate a unique event token for that event. Next, take that event token and go back to the Adjust Partner Setup tool you used earlier. There you can add an event callback URL using this token. You're basically telling Adjust, when this specific event happens, send a postback to HilltopAds. The callback URL works the same way as the install callback, just tied to a specific event token. Once it is set up, every time the event happens inside the app, Adjust will fire the postback to HilltopAds just like it does for installs. You can repeat this for other events you care about, like purchases, deposits, or onboarding completed. Each event has its own token and its own callback. If this feels a bit advanced, do not worry. The key takeaway is simple. Adjust can track more than installs, and you can report these events back to HilltopAds too. For most advertisers, installs and 1 or 2 key events are enough to start. Now that Adjust is configured, let's switch over to HilltopAds and set up your campaign using the Adjust tracking link. This part will feel familiar if you've created campaigns on HilltopAds before. Log into your HilltopAds account and go to the Manage Campaigns section. Click Add Campaign. Fill your campaign details as usual. Ad format and traffic channel. Select the ad format, like pop under, the best format on the planet. In-page push, banners, or video vast. And the traffic source or channel that fits your campaign. Traffic name and settings. Give your campaign a clear name so you can recognize it later, and set any targeting and budget parameters you need. Countries, devices, bids, daily budget, and frequency cappings. Configure it just like any other HilltopAds campaign with your desired settings. Final destination URL, and this is the critical part, guys. When you see this field for the final URL where you normally put your landing page or offer link, paste the Adjust tracking link that you copied in step 3. This Adjust URL is what connects HilltopAds to Adjust. It will funnel clicks through Adjust, which enables the postback tracking. Double check you've posted it correctly, including the app.adjust.com part and all the parameters. Save your campaign. That's it. Once saved and approved, if there's a review process, your HilltopAds campaign will be running with Adjust tracking enabled. HilltopAds will send traffic to your Adjust tracking link. Adjust will redirect users to the App Store or your landing page and track installs. Then send conversions back to HilltopAds through the postback URL. If you set up event callbacks, those will be sent to. You can track results in HilltopAds for conversions and in Adjust for install and in-app behavior details. Congratulations! You have successfully connected Adjust with HilltopAds. Your conversions will now be sent back to HilltopAds in real time, so you can see what is working and optimize faster. Installs and any in-app events you set up will show up where you need them, while Adjust keeps the full picture of user behavior inside the app. If you need help with setup or optimization, reach out to your HilltopAds account manager, who's always ready to help you. Thanks for watching and good luck with your campaigns. Now go make the most of your data.